the show, folks. You don't have to be superstitious. Just listen to us, and we'll straighten you out. By the way, if you'd like to see one of these T-shirts, Scott's got one on. You can go to YouTube, dial in the American Adversaries TV, and there he will be wearing one of his classic T-shirts, and proud American.
That's right.
And by the way, it's a big week at the Miller House.
It is a big week.
Why?
Proud to announce that my daughter is having her bat mitzvah this Friday night and Saturday.
Oh, great. What's her name?
Her name is Alexis. I'm not sure she's out there, but if she is, congratulations, Alexis.
Well, she can look later on YouTube and see you wishing her congratulations.
There you go.
And I'll do the same. Congratulations, Alexis. And that's great. Is that why you're in town, Ro? Is that why Ro's here? All right. All right, cool. I tell you what, we've been talking about these My Liberty Threads T-shirts. We got a few minutes left here. Why don't we give one away?
There you go.
Let's give a couple away. All right, to let's say the third and fourth callers at 407-774-8255. That's the number. Call on up, and we'll custom size you. We'll custom fit you. Tell you if it's male or female and the size you want. You'll get a My Liberty Threads T-shirt. All right, and 407-774-8255. Let's see if we can put Nick to work back there and give away a couple of T-shirts here tonight. And then, once again, these are very comfortable T-shirts, and we'll mail it to you. So all you got to do is call us, and we'll ship that out to you. 407-774-8255. You're always coming up with new slogans, right?
Yep.
What's your latest?
We got one. It basically looks like a yard sign that you'd see in the yard, and it says, "Caution, you're entering a redneck zone. You may encounter the Bible, a gun-toting person, and a couple of other country music, and the Lord's Prayer," I think is what it was. And that's been selling really good.
It has been.
Absolutely.
So you're constantly kind of updating your stock.
You have to. You just have to. And I'll tell you, with all the things that are going on out there in the news, it's just so easy to come up with different slogans and different ideas.
You tell me about it. People go, how do you talk for 2 hours now every day? I say, how do I stop talking? But there's so much out there that I can get into. It's just every day is fresh stuff.
Absolutely. And I'm really fortunate. I get customers as well as other retailers that sell our shirts that'll come to me all the time with different ideas and different slogans and suggestions. And a lot of times that's where our most popular shirts have come from.
Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And customers, all right, okay.
All the time. Oh, yeah, I know what you need to put on a shirt, and they'll come up, and I'll tell you that there are some good ones. One of them, there was a guy recently, and I'm going to try this shirt soon. It said, "Use my tax dollars to pay for Americans first." It's just the concept of that short and sweet. It's got to be a T-shirt slogan size. But
all right. I see Nick's hard at work in there, so if you get a busy signal, keep trying. You may get through and be able to get one of those T-shirts. And these are great T-shirts. By the way, you can go to mylibertythreads.com if you want to see the selection, right?
Yep.
And, of course, you can order them there. And if they put in the code for the American Adversaries, they'll get a discount, right?
Absolutely. You save $2 if you put in the code. And there's a lot of other information about the brand and things you can do to help us out. We're always looking for events all over the country that our shirts would do good at. So if you've got a strawberry festival or a tractor pull or some antique tractor show or something that is in an area that maybe we haven't heard about, I make a master list for this, and then I offer this to our retailers.
And by the way, Scott's going to make up some T-shirts for me with our new logo on it.
Absolutely.
American Adversaries new logo. It's real cool looking. And we're going to, if you are an American Adversaries, if you're in the American Adversaries Army and you come to our little soiree at Cafe Positano on the 22nd, I will give you one of our brand new My Liberty Threads T-shirts, one of our, I should say, My Liberty T-shirts with our brand new logo on it.
Yep.
So, you want to join the American Adversaries Army to get one of those T-shirts.
This would be the time.
It'd be worth it. That's well worth it right there. Exactly. This would be the time. Just go to AmericanAdversariesRadio.com and sign up for that. And, you make custom-made T-shirts too, right? It says, if somebody comes to you and says, "I want this many T-shirts for this event" or whatever, you'll do that too, right?
Absolutely. Just keep in mind, if you're coming to us, it's got to be American-made. That tends to add a couple dollars to it, but it makes up for it in quality and just the right feeling of doing things the right way.
And they are really, even though they come from California, they're well-made T-shirts. There's no question about
Absolutely.
No question about that. All right, real quickly, it looks like, I'm sorry here. All right, Dan from Longwood and Mike from Port Charlotte.
Wow.
All right, Mike from Port Charlotte is going to get a T-shirt as well as Dan, and it will be custom fitted to them, to their size. And we will, as I said, we'll have some more when we do our party at Cafe Positano. But in the meantime, you can go to mylibertythreads.com, check them out, and see what it's all about. And, if you got some extra time and it sounds like fun to you to go to these events and sell T-shirts and talk with people and hoo-ha around, you hook up with Scott.
Absolutely. We always list where we're going to be at on our website. Yeah. And we got some excitement coming up this summer. We're going to be at 11 state fairs all across the country. We've got a couple of major air shows, some huge country music festivals out in Minnesota, Wisconsin. It's going to be a pretty wild summer.
Do you do that? What is that big bike fest out there in
Sturgis?
Sturgis, yeah.
I've got a guy scoping it out this summer. He's going this year for fun because it's so expensive to get into, and he was going anyhow.
Yeah.
So they're going to try to find the right spot to get into it for next year.
And you're heading out of town again next week, aren't you? Where are you heading off to first?
Right outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They have an air show every year on Father's Day weekend that has the Blue Angels, and they attract between 150 and 160,000 people. So we got a primo spot. I made a great connection last year when I was in eastern Pennsylvania, and he called me about this show, and he had one spot left. When you do American Made, you stick out in people's minds, and they remember you, and you never know what it leads to.
Now, when you're out around the country, and you say you sell a handful of T-shirts to Dad and Mom, and do they later on come back and buy more?
All the time. Yeah, and there are other vendors. You get to know the circuit. It's been 5 years of being on the road, and there are vendors that hate going back to another place they were at the year before because they might not have a quality item. They might have been selling something last year and it's broken now.
Right.
I love anniversary events. All weekend long, not only do I see people wearing our shirts, but I also hear them telling me that they have friends that, I saw that shirt, I have to get that shirt. And a lot of those people tend to buy them online, or they look forward to us coming back the next year.
All right. And Scott, of course, is a sponsor of our show, and we so very much appreciate that. And so please do buy your T-shirts from My Liberty Threads. If you need T-shirts, get them made by My Liberty Threads. If you just want to buy some cool T-shirts for gifts or for yourself, mylibertythreads.com is the place to go. And where's going to be the next local appearance that you'll make?
Well, I've got a guy who's going to be at the gun show at the Melbourne. It's right at the Armory in Melbourne. Which is the weekend of the 13th and 14th. And then aside from that, we're still booking the right 4th of July events. But the problem with Florida is in the summertime, things really dry out down here.
Yeah, because of the heat. And
the snowbirds don't come down anymore, and the event planners just wait until the fall. So there isn't much more left in Florida for this time of year.
Okay. But once again, if this sounds like something you'd like to do, you'd like to get involved with, Scott can set you up. Go to mylibertythreads.com. And, of course, if you want to get these T-shirts, that's the place to go. And don't forget to put in the code for the American Adversaries. Well, thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming down today. It's always great to see you when you're back in town. And as I said, Scott is a sponsor of the show, and we appreciate that. If you'd like to be a sponsor of the show, we'd love to have you. Just go to our website, AmericanAdversariesRadio.com, and you'll find the information there on how to contact us. And don't forget, tomorrow night we're going to introduce two brand new sponsors. Rob Keeler, great real estate guy, investor, his investment group. They'll help you sell your house. They'll help you find a house to buy. But if you want to invest in real estate, they'll help you do that too. So they'll go the full, how should I say this? The whole 9 yards, I guess is the expression I'm looking for.